Sam Hatch here of UH Radio, the House of Zazz, here with Mikael Åkerfeldt from Opeth. Welcome to Hartford again.
Thank you.
We saw you guys here in this venue in 200006. And,
we were just talking. I didn't think we played it before, to be honest.
Yeah, it was with Devin Townsend and Dark Tranquility.
I have seriously no recollection.
I just remember it was freezing that night. It was February, and it felt like Sweden here. It was...
Maybe, actually, if we were parked in whatever. You know.
It was a good show, though.
Many places look the same.
I just remember, I always liked your kind of wit on the stage and the dry humor, and that night was funnier than a lot of stand-up comedians I've seen before.
I feel pressure now.
Yeah, so I'm hoping tonight... So last night was the first night of the tour. How'd that go?
Better than expected.
Yeah. I heard you played The Throat of Winter.
Yeah.
Is that going to be on tonight's list? Or?
I think so, yeah. We need to get warm, playing a collection of songs. And so it's similar to what we played yesterday. I was personally nervous and so tired. I felt like I was on drugs,
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I can't. I wanted to run away.
So that still happens, huh? Occasionally?
Yeah, well, I had stage fright anyways, a little bit, but yesterday was... I was too weak to even... it was a disaster. I thought it was going to be embarrassing.
Yeah.
But, and it was, it wasn't... I was kind of slow and everything, but we played good, and it sounded good, and the crowd was good.
It's a good venue. I saw you guys there in 2009. And that was a really good, with High on Fire and Misty. That was a really fun show. So
yeah, we played there a bunch of times. But I was quite surprised that we came down so well.
Oh,
and that we played so well.
And were the kids angry that there weren't enough screaming vocals?
Well, I didn't notice anything. There was people you see younger guys with Nile T-shirts.
Yeah.
I'm thinking what's going through his head right now.
Yeah, he's like, where's
Yeah, but I think I'm hoping Opeth fans anyways, are a bit more open-minded.
Yeah, I think Heritage in general, on first listen, sounds more of an Opeth record than the first time I heard Damnation. So
I guess, yeah.
I don't know. I think I heard you mention one time that it was kind of an acquired taste, but I don't know. I popped in the car, and on that first ride, each song had its own kind of distinct personality, and it's good. The artwork is amazing. It just makes me think that you have to listen to it on vinyl, or else it's a law if you don't.
There's a vinyl thing coming.
Yeah, there's a big superset, right? Too.
Yeah, I'm not there's so many different versions of the record, and I'm working with the label, and they're telling me what we could do and not do.
Yeah.
And there's 4 different versions, and I'm I don't really remember what we put into.
Yeah.
What version?
Yeah, there's one where you have to go to the fan's house and have dinner with them, and you don't know about it. Well, you have to what?
But the vinyl version should be pretty.
Yeah, I got the Watershed one, which was really nice, and I like when it comes with the CD as well too. So my girlfriend can borrow it. Yeah, and she doesn't have to sit there and sit around the Technics with me.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I think we have. I'm not sure if the CD comes with the vinyl this time, but I think there's a DVD, a film thing, a DVD.
I always love the DVDs. Yeah, those are pretty entertaining. So
we did one with camera like that.
Oh, really? That's it? And no high def or?
Well, it was an HD camera,
okay,
but I don't know the settings, so I did most of them. I don't know what,
Speaking of videos, you haven't had a Blu-ray out yet. The high def nerds of like myself are wondering when an Opeth Blu-ray might come out.
Yeah, I watched the Blu-ray, and people told me it's the same difference that it was going from VHS to DVD. I didn't think it was.
It can be if you have the right equipment. Yeah,
maybe I don't have but I watched the Blu-ray expecting. I don't know what I expected. I'm like, how can it be any more clear than what I'm seeing?
Yeah, because it's all based on your field of vision. If the TV screen is really small, you can't really even tell the difference. It has to be a certain size or bigger for you to...
There is a good, nice definition in the Blu-ray.
That's probably, of course, yeah. But I'm thinking from the stuff that we put out, it's hardly like. Doesn't have to be that quality.
I'm not disappointed because I got the Royal Albert Hall one and I watched it. I got a HD projector and I put it on that. It still looks awesome. So, so I can't complain too much.
I don't like. I'm not into like technical shit. You know?
Yeah, that's the one thing I hate. Cell phones.
I hate cell phones too.
Yeah.
I like DVDs. You know, like VHS, like the cassettes and everything. It was a little bit of a drag, and the picture was bad.
Yeah. But, so it's nice to have that going.
Yeah.
So we should probably talk about the new album because it's out. It's out today, right, in the U.S. Right? Is that the official U.S. day? I think so. So go out there right now, kids, and pick it up. But it sounds really warm. And like I said, it's almost a law not to listen to it on vinyl, but it almost sounds like you're listening to vinyl when you put it on. It sounds a lot more just warm than the most recent releases. What kind of production technique did you change or
nothing special? We just played. You know, we didn't. We didn't use plugins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was, you know, we recorded in a nice old studio with old microphones through old Neve console.
Yeah.
And with a guy who's been working there since the 70s, you know.
Nice.
And he was like, so what type, like, what are you looking for? And I'm like, just pick your favorite microphones for the bass drum and the snare and for whatever, the guitar. And
the drums sound really live in particular on this album. It's got a real good good live sound to it.
Yeah, they were recorded like, we tried to, the plan was to record the whole band live this time around. But since I wanted to be like a producer, I think it's good to have somebody who's kind of overview, like has an overview of things. Like that was good enough. That was a good take. Otherwise, you're just getting carried away thinking about.
Like, that was awesome.
But so Mendes and Axe recorded their stuff together live.
Oh, cool! It's nice having the rhythm section together. Yeah,
the core was live, so that was nice. And we haven't done. We did that on the first album.
Wow, yeah.
But we haven't done that for a long time, so that was nice. And I think that kind of gave the record a little bit of the sound that it needed, I guess. You know, these songs, it was suitable for these types of songs.
And a lot of people talking about it being very proggy, but I hear a lot of jazz in there, especially in Axis playing, the very jazzy kind of drums, and I hear some rock in there. I swear Slither has like some Whitesnake in its DNA somewhere.
Well, that was not particularly Whitesnake, but in the Whitesnake family tree. It was a tribute to Dio.
Oh, okay.
That song, and I came up with the song. I was like, sounds a bit like "Kill the King." You know?
All right, yeah.
And it got the working title "Kill the Queen."
Nice.
And I just wrote it in the beginning as a gimmick, but obviously since I was such a big fan of Dio's, and he passed and everything, and he made a. Well, he was one, if not the most important, like heavy metal, hard rock vocalist in my life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's been on some of the most important records. And when he died, it was like a family member. So it felt like, even though this song is, it's not like an original song by my standards, so to speak. And people might think it's a piss take or it's fun. Or what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, I thought it rocked.
Me too. I like the song, and that's why it's on there. You know?
Yeah.
But it's also a tribute to Dio, and it says on the record in the sleeves.
Right. It's the band just seems, I don't know, like tight, but like almost the loosest and grooviest I've heard on this album, and maybe that's having the rhythm section going together. But Martin's got there's some meaty sounding bass lines in there, and there's a couple of bits where Axe is just his drums too, and a couple of bits. So everybody seems to have their moment to shine here.
Yeah, I think but that also comes down to the production, because like you buy a modern metal record today.
Yeah.
You know, like the bass player's role is almost like it's similar to just turning up the bass on the stereo.
Yeah.
You know, it's undefined. It's somewhere in the production, but you can't really hear any playing going on.
Yeah, it's just a kind of
bass.
A vibe or a kind of pulse.
So that, like with this sound, I think we gave the bass guitar more of a room.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that we also recorded some of the guitars with single coil microphones, which is not as heavy as a humbucker microphone. Say we played most of it on Stratocasters.
Oh, nice.
Which are very thin, kind of almost screechy.
Yeah, because usually a Paul Reed Smith guy, right?
Yeah, well, we have Paul Reed Smith on this one too. But for many of the rhythms, when it's heavy, we play with a single coil, and that allows the bass guitar to take care of the bottom end more.
That's awesome.
And also for one of the first times you can hear Mendes play. You know, he's right there. And it's the same with everyone. You can hear everyone on this record, which I think it's nice.
It's really good soloing on it, too. And it's not the typical kind of soloing I was expecting. There's a lot of really good, really kind of interesting. It almost makes me think of Steve Vai at times. And, it's really good stuff.
There's some stuff, like, I did some solos, but I'm not, I'm not a shredder.
Frederick's the go-to guy, right?
And he is the lead guitar player. I kind of take the I play sometimes if I have an idea for a lead, like a slow lead.
Yeah, something emotive and
But Frederick, like this is, I wrote the songs and like this part, maybe it's a fusiony type of part. If you could, bring out the Alan Holdsworth vibe and play like him.
Yeah.
Or something like in that vein. And he's like, yeah, fine.
Whatever.
And for that Slither, I was like, okay, Blackmore.
Yeah.
For Blackmore.
So he's like kind of your shredding robot. You're like, all right, here you go.
To a lot of people hear those solos, they're going to think exactly what I'm thinking. Like, it sounds like Blackmore. But obviously I think Frederick has his own style.
Yeah.
And what part of his own style is that he can switch between all these styles.
That's great.
Which is great for me because I have such a diverse range of influences, and it's great to tell the lead guitar player in a band, like, can you play like that guy? Yeah. And he's like, yeah. And now can you play like that guy? So sure.
Sure, no problem.
It's great.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking in the best interest of the song, so it's like having more colors.
Well, last time I saw you were making him do a little shuffle across the stage. I forget what was his...
Rudolph Schenker backstage?
Yeah, there was Is he going to do that tonight?
Oh, no. It's fun, though.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Rudolph Schenker backstep.
I remember I felt uncomfortable with that, because you're like, who here went to shows in the 80s? And I rose my hand and my girlfriend, and then we looked across the venue, and there's two people down at the other end.
But that's what I saw, like all those guys did that.
Yeah.
So but they did it because they felt it was like cool. It looked cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't look cool. It looks retarded.
But you got to do it.
Yeah. One of these days we're gonna go full on 80s. With like pants made of crushed mirrors.
Oh yeah.
That'd be great. I'll be there.
Ass hanging out.
You have some sort of headband or
headband,
bandana.
That band from LA, what's it called?
Steel Panther. Yeah, they've got it covered, but
they're funny.
No one will see it coming from you guys, though.
Yeah, no,
except for me.
But I was big into that scene.
Yeah,
I like the 80s band.
Yeah, it's nowadays. It's like there's people that are into it if it's ironic or something like that. But it's just great to have just heartfelt love of it. Yeah, it's great stuff. Well, I'm glad you guys came back to Hartford, and it's a little warmer this time, and hopefully you'll remember it this time.
Yeah. I'm thinking, like, if the bus was parked in a different spot.
Maybe. Yeah, she was hanging out with you guys.
I was actually on the bus that night.
Because I remember a place similar to this.
John Comiskey, who was a good friend of Peter's.
Right. He's a good friend of mine, too.
Yeah, he's like, I'm friends with John.
He was visiting with me that night. We came, we hung out on the bus. The bus wasn't working. It was cold. The lights kept going on and off. But it was a great show.
Yeah.
It must have been that. I just don't remember the venue.
No.
Like the actual stage.
I felt bad because I was really hungry, and she's like, well, we're going to hang out with the guys after. And I did an interview with Peter, and I was like, I need an omelet really bad. And I drove to the diner, and she called, we're on the Opeth bus. And I'm like, so. I'm sorry.
There's not much happening over there.
Yeah, you'd probably be like.
Maybe in those days we were a bit more party.
A little wild, but yeah.
I have to say that last night I had the CD at home, and my wife and kids are in the van. They're waiting to come in.
Stay in the van, kids.
I told them, I said, when it comes to interviews, you just don't know with the venue, with the space and everything. I said, so I'll be out in a while. But last night I'm cooking dinner. I put your CD in, and dinner was late because it started playing, and I just got sucked into it.
I thought you were going to say I threw together the best dish I ever
with inspiration.
So, Spätzle and pork chops.
Yeah. Speaking of evil, there's some creepy stuff on this album too. Everybody talks about it. I mean,
I was thinking about that. Like my brain was mush yesterday.
Yeah.
But I was like when we play at the show, playing these songs, and I'm listening to what I'm hearing. It's kind of dark.
Yeah, and listen to the album. There's a couple of parts where it gets really quiet, and you're whispering something, and then these creepy drones come in, and there's.
But that's the thing. I mean, it's. I guess it's a progressive hard rock record or something.
Yeah.
But I don't think we would have. It sounds the way it does because of our roots, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's not a death metal record.
Yeah.
I think it's it sounds like it does because of our death metal roots.
Yeah, it's got the heaviness of it, which kind of leads back to the cover artwork there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which reminds me, I like Clive Barker, the writer. Like he used to write horror novels and stories, and then he kind of evolved more into really dark fantasy. And I don't know, this makes me think of like a modern Clive Barker book, but in album form. So, but I love it. And I take it the lack of screaming death metal vocals is more of the songs required that probably.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, if I had songs that needed that type of vocals, I would have done it.
Yeah.
But the songs came out of it would have been bad taste to have that type of vocals on there just because somebody expects us to.
Yeah.
And it's not the first time. I mean, like Damnation, we have songs on every album that have clean.
Yeah, it was absolutely. See, are the kids screaming for Bloodbath songs yet?
No, but the whole band is on tour now.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about that.
So, I'm not, maybe sometime if we, like when we're really comfortable about touring.
Sneak on stage.
Because right now I just want to go, like, I don't want to be here. I want to go home. But it's slowly, gradually getting into the tour because I've been away from...
There's a big Swedish kind of like group of people around this Hartford area. So if you want to just get some home cooking, I can give you some numbers if you want to hang out.
I got like someone had a Swedish magazine with them, but it was like a church.
Yeah, we've got
to meet other Swedish people. It's just like, like I've been at home for like a year and a half or something with my kids, and I didn't really have time because I was so busy the last week before we go and didn't have time to.
Build up and get ready.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Bloodbath, I got one last idea I'll pitch for you. I want to see a Bloodbath movie, kind of like Kiss in the Phantom of the Park, but like at like Bakken or something like that. Yeah, exactly. But where you get into adventures and
we don't have we need to defined roles then.
The one guy's got to have some sort of special skill, or one guy's.
I'm a bad actor, so maybe it's best I get killed pretty early.
I don't know. That might be better. I don't see.
I don't know if the first scene.
But anyways, thanks for talking with us, and we'll keep playing Opeth like crazy on the radio station. And,
Thank you for the time.
Thank you.